Dear students, in this lecture of differential calculus, we will continue the epsilon delta definition of limit of functions. As in the last lecture, we have done epsilon delta definition of limit of functions, and we say that limit x tend to c fx is L means for each epsilon greater than 0, there exists a delta greater than 0 such that whenever 0 less than mod x minus c less than delta, then mod fx minus L will be less than epsilon. This definition means that whenever we are in the delta neighborhood of this point C, that means we are here, then values of fx will be bounded in between L minus epsilon to L plus epsilon, that is here. And to understand the concept of epsilon delta definition of limit of functions, let us do an example. First example is to show that limit x tends to 1, 5x minus 3 is equal to 2. In the calculative way, this limit looks very easy, as you just substitute x equal to 1 here and you get this answer as 2. Let us check this limit. Let us check that limit x approaches to 1, 5x minus 3 is equal to 2 with the help of epsilon delta definition of limit. Let us define x naught is equal to 1. 1 is the point about which we want to check the limit as x approaches to 1. So define x naught equal to 1. Function fx is 5x minus 3 and the limit is equal to 2. And for any given epsilon greater than 0, here we want to find a suitable value of delta greater than 0 such that when x approaches to 1, that means x is actually not equal to 1, but x is approaching towards 1 and x lies within delta distance from 1, that is if 0 less than mod x minus 1 less than delta, then fx is within the epsilon distance from 2, that means mod fx minus 2 will be less than epsilon. As we have seen in the definition of epsilon delta definition of a limit of functions, this definition has actually two parts. This is the delta part of the definition and this is the epsilon part of definition. Whenever this delta condition is true, then this epsilon condition is true. So to obtain such a value of delta which satisfy this condition, we will start from the epsilon part. We are to start from the epsilon part. Say, that means we are working in the backward direction from epsilon side. So that is mod fx minus 2 less than epsilon, value of fx is 5x minus 3 minus 2 less than epsilon, and solving this we get mod 5x minus 5 less than epsilon. This implies that 5 mod x minus 1 is less than epsilon, which means that mod x minus 1 is less than epsilon by 5. So we want to find the value of delta for which mod x minus 1 less than delta is true. So if you define delta as this value, that is epsilon by 5 is equal to delta, right, then this delta will serve our purpose. So we can say that if 0 less than mod x minus 1 less than delta, where delta is defined as epsilon by 5, then mod fx minus 2, that is mod 5x minus 3 minus 2, which gives you 5 mod x minus 1. And here writing 5 as it is, and from this condition we know that mod x minus 1 is less than epsilon by 5. So 5 mod x minus 1 will be less than 5 into epsilon by 5, which gives you the value equal to epsilon, right? So this gives that whenever this delta condition is true, then mod fx minus 2 is less than epsilon, which proves the limit x tend to 1, 5x minus 3 equal to 2 in terms of epsilon delta definition of limit of functions, right? Next, let us see basic theorems on limit of functions. And while proving these theorems, we will be using epsilon delta definition of limit of functions. Theorem 1 says that if limit x tends to a, fx is given as L and which exists finitely, then this limit will be unique. In this theorem, we are talking about the finite limits only. Later on in the coming lectures, we will also be discussing infinite limits, but in this theorem, we are talking about finite limits, right? So we want to prove that if limit fx x tend to a is L, which is finite, then it must be a unique limit. To prove the uniqueness, let us suppose there are two limits of fx as x approaches to a. One is L, another limit is L dash, and which are not equal, right? Now we are given that limit x tend to a fx is equal to L. That means in terms of epsilon delta definition, we will write that given epsilon greater than 0, however small, we can find a positive number delta 1 which depends on epsilon value such that mod fx minus L is less than epsilon for 0 less than mod x minus a less than delta 1, right? Name it as equation 1, inequality 1. And again, we know that limit x approaches to a fx is equal to L dash, which implies in terms of epsilon delta definition, we will write given epsilon greater than 0, however small, we can find a positive number delta 2. Here we are looking for different delta. For the epsilon delta definition, let us write it as delta 2, which depends upon epsilon such that mod fx minus L dash is less than epsilon for 0 less than mod x minus a less than delta 2. Let us name this inequality as 2. Now, we want to use delta 1 and delta 2 inequality for some common value of delta. For this very purpose, we will define a common value delta as the minimum of delta 1 and delta 2. Because if we define delta as the minimum of delta 1 and delta 2 value, these equation, if you see in the back slide, 1 and 2, these both inequalities will be satisfied for the delta value, right? Because delta is what? Delta is the chosen as the minimum of delta 1 and delta 2. So 1 will be satisfied for delta and 2 will also be satisfied for delta. Now, writing 1 and 2 for delta, we obtain that mod fx minus L less than epsilon for 0 less than mod x minus a less than delta, and mod fx minus L dash less than epsilon for 0 less than mod x minus a less than delta. Denote this by 3 and this by 4. Now, start by L dash minus L. We can write L dash minus L as mod of L minus L dash minus L, right? L is in the very start of the theorem. If you go to back slide, we have assumed that L is not equal to L dash. When we are saying that these are two values, limit diyan do values han L and L dash which are not equal, that means what? This means either L is greater than L dash or L dash will be greater than L. Right? So L greater than L dash or L dash may be greater than L. In both the cases, we can write L dash minus L is equal to mod of L dash minus L. And here, subtract in the next step, what we do is subtract fx and add fx here. Right? Now, write these two terms in bracket and write these last two terms in bracket. Here we are applying the triangular inequality. By triangular inequality, if you remember the triangular inequality for absolute functions, we say that mod of a plus b is always less than equal to mod a plus mod b. So, considering this value as a and this value as b, that means mod of L minus fx plus fx minus L by triangular inequality is less than equal to mod of L dash minus fx plus mod of fx minus L. Here in the first term, L dash minus fx can also be written as fx minus L dash. This is again the property of absolute functions. Absolute functions, because mod of a is always equal to mod of minus a. So this term is same as this term, and writing mod fx minus L as it is. Fine. Now using 3 and 4. By 4, mod fx minus L dash is less than epsilon. Fine, this term will be less than epsilon by 4. And mod fx minus L, this term will be less than epsilon by using this 3. Fine. So using 3 and 4, we get that L dash minus L is less than epsilon plus epsilon, that is equal to 2 epsilon, which is a contradiction. This cannot be true. That means our supposition in the very start of theorem, we have supposed that L is not equal to L dash. So with this supposition, we obtain that L dash minus L is less than 2 epsilon. That means our supposition is wrong. That means limit of fx as x tends to a, if exists finitely, then it must be unique limit. There cannot be two limits for the same function as x approaches to a. So this is the proof for the first theorem. Let us continue the second theorem. Second theorem says that if limit x tends to a fx is equal to L, then function f is bounded in the deleted neighborhood of a. This is the point a at which the limit of function is given as L. We want to prove that function f is bounded in the deleted neighborhood of a. Deleted neighborhood of a means we are talking about delta neighborhood of a. But in this neighborhood, point A itself is not counted. In this neighborhood of A, point A itself is excluded. That is called the deleted neighborhood of A. And to prove this theorem, we assume that this epsilon here, in this proof also, we will be using epsilon delta definition, right? And in the start of theorem, we define epsilon is equal to k minus mod L, such that k is any positive real number which is greater than mod L. So choosing this type of epsilon, we start. Now given that limit fx as x approaches to a is L, use epsilon delta definition of limit of function here. That is, for given epsilon greater than 0, however small, we can find positive real number delta depending upon epsilon, such that mod fx minus L is less than epsilon for 0 less than mod x minus a is less than delta. Now we want to prove that function f is bounded in the deleted neighborhood of a. So we start by mod of fx. Here in mod of fx, subtract L and add L here, right? Now use bracket for these two terms and apply triangular inequality. Say this is a, fx minus L is a, and this term is b. Apply triangular inequality here, which says that mod a plus b is less than equal to mod a plus mod b. So this mod will be less than equal to mod fx minus L plus mod L, right? By epsilon delta definition of limit of function, we have already seen mod fx minus L will be less than epsilon. Plus mod L is written as it is. And in the very start of theorem, we have defined epsilon as this k minus mod L. So put value of epsilon here as k minus mod L plus mod L. This value cancels with this as we get this is equal to k, which proves that mod fx is less than k for 0 less than mod x minus a is less than delta. Therefore, whenever limit of fx x tends to a is equal to L, then f is bounded in the deleted neighborhood of a. So this is the proof of the second theorem. Take your time to listen this lecture and practice for these theorems that we have done in the next lecture. Thank you very much.